Well, we've done a lot of technical stuff already, so I'm not going to give you the chart or the graph that's going to show you that. I'm going to try to explain it to you in real life situation. Okay, so let's suppose that there's a bumper crop of apples all across the nation. And they flood into the grocery store, and now there you are shopping. Well, most of us have a pretty steady desire for apples. But the manufacturer needs to get us to buy more of these apples. How are they going to do it? How are they going to coax us to do that? They're going to lower the price. And in doing so, we're going to buy more apples because we're going to value them more at this price than we do at this price. And so these apples are going to move based on the change in circumstances that is the bumper crop. But what if the crop was a bad crop this year? Well, the opposite's going to happen. There's going to be fewer apples, a generally steady desire for apples, and then the way we decide who gets the apples is that now the price is going to go up so that those who value the apples more will get them. Those who are more indifferent don't get them. That happens all together on the supply side. Well, what about on the demand side? Suppose there's a new report that says apples make you lose weight. Suddenly the demand goes up, but the supply is going to be relatively steady because, apples come when they come. And so the price is going to go up again so that the people who really want the apples can get the apples. Or suppose that now the report is apples are bad for you, they're unhealthy, they make you gain weight. Now suddenly there's going to be less demand for apples, the same supply probably, and therefore again, the price is going to drop to coax you skinny people to buy more apples. Now, it even works in one more sort of context. Let's suppose that there's a greater demand because the apples are good for you and the price goes up. People are going to realize there's money to be made in apples. And there's going to be more planting of apples for the next season, which is going to stabilize the price. So what happens with prices, which is the fruit, no pun intended, of the money system, is that the prices explain to us where demand and supply meet. And where they meet is what we call the market price, which is the fair price, what consumers are willing to pay and what producers are willing to sell for.